Welcome, fellow explorers of history, to another riveting chapter of History of World. In this enthralling episode, we embark on a time-bending voyage, uncovering the fascinating evolution of video gaming across epochs. In the midst of the 1950s, when computer scientists dared to dream of digital realms teeming with interactive wonders. This man right here, Steve Russell. Steve Russell and others MIT students developed Spaceware in 1962. His creation allowed players to engage in a space battle using the institution's mainframe computers. A mere prototype, it ignited the spark of gaming, hinting at the potential of digital entertainment. Let me show gameplay of Spaceware.
Oh, so there's two rockets with different shapes.
They're two different shapes, that's right.
Okay, so I'll get this going. Press any button?
There it is.
Okay. And that's thrust. Push for it. And fire relatively quickly.
You're not making it up.
That's a cool one. It's just...
And then, a decade later, this man, Ralph H. Baer, created Magnavox Odyssey in 1972. This pioneering system, coupled with simple overlays and a trusty television set, enabled players to experience tennis, ping pong, and more. It was a humble beginning, but it sowed the seeds for a revolution. Let's take a look at Magnavox Odyssey.
Cards activate lights on your television screen that bounce, float, or extinguish on contact, depending upon the particular game you've chosen to play. For example, to play Odyssey Tennis, you insert game card number 3 into the master unit. This activates 3 lights, 2 representing the players and 1 representing the ball. Press the special tennis game overlay into position on the television screen, and you're ready to begin an exciting, fast-paced...
The 1980s, a neon-hued era of big hair, boomboxes, and, of course, the golden age of arcades. Enter Pac-Man, created by Toru Iwatani and released by Namco in 1980. A seemingly simple game featuring a yellow, circular character devouring dots and avoiding colorful ghosts. Pac-Man captured hearts worldwide. Its non-violent gameplay and charming aesthetics appealed to a broad audience, including women and older players, sparking a new era of gaming accessibility. All know Pac-Man. Whatever, let's take a look. In 1981, Shigeru Miyamoto designed Donkey Kong, introduced the world to Jumpin, who would later be known as Mario. In this platformer, players controlled Jumpin as he navigated obstacles to rescue his damsel in distress, marking the inception of one of the most iconic characters in gaming history. Let's take a look at this game. And who could forget Tetris, designed by Alexei Pajitnit and released in 1984. A puzzle game that required players to strategically arrange falling blocks. Tetris transcended borders, languages, and cultures, becoming a symbol of the universal appeal of gaming. now thrust ourselves into the 1990s, an era of competitive fervor and quantum leaps in technology. The 1990s saw the gaming landscape transform into a battleground of innovation, with industry giants vying for supremacy and visionary creators shaping unforgettable virtual worlds. Sonic the Hedgehog. Released by Sega in 1991, Sonic captured the imagination of players with his lightning-fast speed and vibrant, loop-filled landscapes. This was Sega's bold answer to Nintendo's Mario, igniting the console wars that would define the decade. Let's take a look at Sonic. The 90s also brought us the advent of mature-themed games. Titles like Mortal Kombat stirred controversy with their graphic violence, prompting debates about the role of games in society and sparking discussions on content ratings. Well, let's see Mortal Kombat. But perhaps the most defining moment of the 90s was the release of Final Fantasy VI in 1997. This game, with its expansive world, cinematic storytelling, and stunning visuals, not only elevated the role-playing genre but also showcased the potential of video games as immersive narratives. Let's take a look. The 90s marked a transition from 12 to 3D graphics, enabling developers to create more immersive worlds. With games like Super Mario 64 and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, players experienced virtual realms that felt more expansive and alive than ever before. As the millennium dawns, we witness an era of technological rebirth, a fusion of innovation and immersion. The era of 2000s. Halo Combat Evolved, released in 2001 for the Xbox. This game not only redefined the first-person shooter genre but also showcased the power of consoles to deliver cinematic narratives and dynamic multiplayer experiences.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
For this gang, going for minimum safe distance.
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I know. We're landing on it. Damn! Airbrake failure! Right impact!
The 2000s were also marked by open-world exploration and storytelling. A Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, and The Elder Scrolls III: Morrowind. Players were immersed in expansive virtual worlds where choices and consequences shaped their experiences. And then, World of Warcraft arrived in 2004, setting new standards for online gaming. This massively multiplayer online game invited players to embark on epic quests, forge alliances, and explore a vast, persistent universe, laying the foundation for the mode genre's growth. Consoles like the Nintendo GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox continued to push boundaries with improved graphics, innovative controllers, and diverse game libraries. These systems brought gaming experiences to new heights. Our voyage brings us to the 2010s, a time where gaming becomes a canvas for both art and technology. The Last of Us, released in 2013, this narrative masterpiece elevated storytelling in gaming to new heights, evoking emotions as powerful as those found in cinema. It showcased that gaming could be a vessel for impactful narratives. The indie game scene flourished in this era, as titles like A Monument Valley and Celeste demonstrated that a small team's creative vision could result in games that were not only visually stunning but emotionally resonant. The 2010s were also marked by the emergence of virtual reality. With devices like the Oculus Rift and PlayStation VR, players could step into fully immersive worlds, blurring the lines between reality and the digital realm. And now, we fast forward to the present, the exhilarating 2020s, an era where gaming evolves beyond entertainment, shaping global dynamics. Esports tournaments have transformed into massive spectacles, with arenas packed to the brim and online streams attracting millions of viewers. Games like a League of Legends, a Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and Overwatch have become the stages for incredible displays of skill and strategy. Titles like Fortnite have redefined social interaction in gaming. Its virtual concerts and events have showcased the potential of games to bring people together in ways that extend beyond the gameplay itself. As we stand on the cusp of the future, developments like augmented reality and neural interfaces hint at the limitless possibilities that lie ahead. As we draw the curtains on this voyage through time and technology, let us remember that gaming is not merely a pastime. It's a reflection of human innovation, a dynamic thread woven into the fabric of our shared history. To all you intrepid explorers of virtual realms, remember that every press of a button echoes through time, leaving an indelible mark on the chronicles of history of world.